Super Mario Galaxy movie was released in 2026 and was directed by Aaron Horvath and Michael Janelic. It tells the story of Mario and Luigi, who meet a new friend called Yoshi, and they team up with Toad and Princess Peach on a journey throughout the galaxy where they must once again defeat Bowser and his son Bowser Jr., alongside the help of Princess Rosalina. I was pretty excited for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I was pretty curious to see where the story was going to continue. I was looking forward to seeing characters like Yoshi and Rosalina and Bowser Jr. And I was really looking forward to seeing how the story was going to continue. I quite enjoyed the first movie, and it's hard to believe that it's been 3 years since it came out. Like, wow, time really does fly. On rewatch though, I will admit the first movie slightly went down. My rating originally was an 8 out of 10, now that is a 7 out of 10. It's a good movie, it's fun and entertaining, but the storyline is so simple. I think the character development could be better. Luigi is so sidelined, and the pacing, oh my god, the pacing is way too quick. But despite its flaws, it is a very entertaining movie, and it is a lot of fun to watch. I've seen the second movie twice now. I went to see it yesterday in 4DX with Dara and Tig in Cineworld, and I went to see it today by myself in IMAX in Odeon Blanchardstown. After seeing the movie twice, I'm happy to say the Super Mario Galaxy movie is a good sequel. It's actually slightly better than the first one. The world building is better, the quest is more fun, the locations are better, the action is better, and the characters, especially the relationships, are better than they were in the first movie. The quest and the journey throughout the movie is a lot of fun, and it is very entertaining. Though the biggest problem with this movie for me would have to be the pacing. The pacing of the movie is way too fast. It's arguably even faster than the first movie. The beginning of the movie especially felt very rushed. The introduction of the character of Yoshi went by so quickly, and while I really like the character of Yoshi, I thought he was fantastic. I think he's the best character in the movie. I do think his introduction could have been longer. I think they should have took time to introduce the character. I feel like while the characters are still good, I wanted more of them, and I feel like the rushed pacing hurt that. The characters and the relationships were good, and again, the story, it's still fun and it's still entertaining, but the pacing was just way too fast. Much like the first one, the comedy is pretty good, and a lot of the jokes are very funny, though there are some jokes that definitely do fall flat. And there's a plot twist with Bowser. I'm not going to spoil it, but I didn't see the point of adding it in. It was executed way too obvious, it was just way too predictable and way too obvious with the direction and how it was going to go. The story is definitely flawed, much like the first one as well. It is very simple, it's a very straightforward, basic plot. And while that's not necessarily a bad thing, I just think this film could maybe follow a similar step to like the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. It could have a little bit more impact and a little bit more weight to it. But the movie is still fun, and the world building is very creative. The animation is absolutely amazing. The locations are absolutely gorgeous to look at. The colours are beautiful. The lighting, the colour correction. Oh my god, on a visual level, this movie is eye candy. And seeing it in IMAX, it looked gorgeous on the bigger screen. The world building is very creative. The galaxies look really nice. The action is a ton of fun, especially in 4DX. Seeing this movie in 4DX was a lot of fun, and the final battle is very creative and very unexpected, I gotta say, but I really like the final battle. I think it was a very entertaining climax. The character designs are fantastic, and the voice acting, everyone does a brilliant job playing these characters. They just own it. But I'm just gonna say it right now, I think Brie Larson as Rosalina is so much better than her performance as Captain Marvel. Yep, I said it. Brie Larson's performance here was so much better than in the MCU. And while I do wish we got more, the characters themselves are still quite good. The character of Mario is still pretty good, and his journey in the movie is quite engaging, and Luigi was actually a lot better here than he was in the first movie, as he was much more involved. The relationship with Mario and Luigi is definitely stronger here than it was before. They have much more moments together, and they bounce off each other very well. Yoshi was great. While I do wish we got much more of his introduction, as it did feel rushed, I thought Yoshi was easily the best character in the entire movie. He was hysterical, he was badass, and he was just a delight to watch. Every time he was on screen, he brought a massive smile to my face. He was a delightful character to watch. Toad was pretty good, but I feel he doesn't offer too much. He's still good, but I just feel they could do more with him. But he can be funny at times. But Peach, I have to say, was a lot better here than she was in the first movie. I really liked her character development, and I really liked how they told her backstory and the direction taken with her. It's really interesting, and I really like how it's resolved. Rosalina was pretty good. I do wish she could have had more to do, but she's still pretty good, and she had some amazing action sequences, especially in the beginning. Bowser is still pretty good. He's still funny, and he is still entertaining. He's not as good as he was in the first movie, as I feel he kind of lost some of his charm from the first one, and he's not in it as much as he was before. He's still good, just not as good as he was before. Bowser Jr. was pretty cool. He's a fun villain, and he has some very creative action scenes in the movie, and I quite enjoyed the relationship with him and his father. They also introduce other characters like Star Fox McCloud, and he is pretty cool. He's actually very entertaining. But again, I wish we got a lot more of them. So despite me wanting more, I still think the film does have a good cast of characters. The music of the movie is great. It's very faithful to the spirit of Mario. It really fits the tone of the movie. It adds to the film's atmosphere, especially during the action scenes. The music alone really does make it feel like I'm watching a Mario movie, and the music itself is really, really good and very catchy to listen to. Come to think of it, I feel like both Mario movies 1 and 2, they don't really do a lot with the story. They do much more with the characters, the aura farming, the visuals, and the world building. The storylines are not necessarily bad, they could just use a lot more work. Overall, the Super Mario Galaxy movie is a good sequel. The story is definitely flawed, but it has good characters, amazing music, fun action, and absolutely amazing animation. It may be flawed much like the first movie, but it's still a good movie. I'm gonna give the Super Mario Galaxy movie a 7 out of 10. So that's it for my review of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Let me know what you guys think of the movie in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care everyone. Stay tuned for my next review. And until then, skadoosh everyone.